time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
Here are the five for the Raptors. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Brady Dick is out there with Immanuel Quickley. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And for San Antonio, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Harper in at the point guard position. With less than a handful of games completed, Richard, we're starting to see teams emerge.
You usually need about 10 games or so to figure out who's going to compete in their divisions. Numbers tend to regulate themselves over a couple of months.
Wembanyama with it. Defended by Pirtle. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
First team foul.
One shot.
Victor Wembanyama. Shooting one.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Now here's Barnes. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. That 3 off the mark. Vassell against Dick. Kicks it out to Johnson. Outside Harper. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. Offline with his 3. Barnes against Wembanyama. Pass to Quickley. Back to Barnes. Now Ingram fires for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Outside Harper. Johnson outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Barnes. 5 to shoot. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Johnson. Wembanyama has got 6 points. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Quickley. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages dropped quite a bit in those cases. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
And for Wembanyama, his passing ability might be the most overlooked part of his game.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Dick. Ingram kicks to Barnes. Ingram against Vassell. Back to Barnes. And taken away by Johnson. And they're on the break. Here's Vassell. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Ooh, right there, Keldon Johnson turning on the Jets. He is so fun to watch on the open floor.
And so Quickley will bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing here by 8. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity
of the opponent, and it cost him.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb. And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
And Toronto making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. On the wing, Johnson. Wembanyama, a screen on Barnes. Johnson finds Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
The stats for Wembanyama. Coming off a terrific season, checking in at about 24 points per, almost 4 blocks and 11 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Now, here's Quickley. 8 points his last outing. Vassell against Ingram. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. Not gonna fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Spurs passing it around. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Raptors trail by 13. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Castle, and he goes in for the dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
In Toronto, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Ingram against Vassell. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded closer. Good work there as it goes.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama high post. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Quickly looking it over. And here's Ingram from the arc. does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for San Antonio.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
It's his work ethic that Devin Vassell has earned the trust of his teammates, and it shows on the court. He's become a more aggressive and confident player.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And now, let's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. In 4th, the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Here's Dick. Still scoreless. There's the pick. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one's good. Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 12.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Ingram against Vassell. Ingram outside. Pass to Quickley to halt the run. Rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Dick. Castle, no one around him. And the 3 off target. And so Quickley will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's an 18-point game. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
And that seems about right. Last season was one that both teams would like to forget. They get beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporce.
Hey guys, Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you guys.
All for one. Allie Laforce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Here's Harper. It's hauled in by the Raptors. It's Ingram on the wing. Vassell covering. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Going for a dunk, Ingram uses that physicality, clearing the defense out of his way.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against Brooklyn.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
No reason to gripe when we got the Spurs hyped.
Barnes is checked in for the Spurs. Jordan McLaughlin comes in for Harper. Raptors also changing it up. Bobo's checked in. And it's Walter in for Dick. Johnson left side, and he makes good on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 15.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Toronto shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. There's the screen. Driving in. The shot's good from Quickley.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Now, Wembanyama playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. Pass to McLaughlin. Wembanyama, a screen. McLaughlin, no good. Raptors trail by 13. Here's Quickley. Powered down with both hands.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. So it's the Spurs now. Barnes outside. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Now, here's Quickley. He's got 6.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
San Antonio leading by 11. Wembanyama outside. Vassell sends a screen for Wembanyama. Fades and shoots. And another basket for San Antonio.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Kalashvili. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Ingram. Clock at 4. Toronto needs to get off a shot quickly. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They lead by 11. Johnson outside. McLaughlin, the pass to Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Ingram outside. Here's Kalashvili. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Kalashvili has got his second bucket tonight. .51 seconds left here in the first quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to Johnson. Here's McLaughlin. Wembanyama, a screen on Quickley. He takes it in. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Got a piece of it.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Quickley. Lets it go with a 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Johnson, and the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got his second bucket.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And so it's San Antonio, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
We'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Then it's Luke Cornett, and it's Waters in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. The Spurs making a switch here. Bryant's checked in. San Antonio leading by 11. Barnes outside. Pass to Cornett. Now here's Bryant. GA, you hear about 3-level score, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Here's Kalashvili. Here's Abaji. 6 on the shot clock.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
And San Antonio has possession after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Bryant.
Now into the lineup for San Antonio, number 14, Jordan McLaughlin.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here he goes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Shed following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Abaji. Just 5 to shoot. Off target on the 15-footer.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Here's McLaughlin. Barnes outside. Down low. Here's Sohan. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Sohan's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. He's covered by Cornette. And it's Shed missing. Spurs leading by 13. Here's McLaughlin. Out to the wing. Sohan with the ball. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. In fourth, the Spurs.
They were intimidating at the defensive end. Blocking shots, changing shots. You had to fight them for every bucket last year.
Here's Dick. He has yet to score. Inside. Here's Barnes. Buries it down low.
Just tough, gritty play there by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. In his relatively young career, Scottie Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And it's Ingram missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Zohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Harper sets a pick for Wembanyama. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Pass to Dick. To the left wing. Barnes screen on Castle. And it's Shed missing. And the Spurs with possession. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Richard, after winning Rookie of the Year, expectations are high for Stephon Castle.
He's got great two-way potential and the work ethic to meet that potential. He showed a lot of growth just in his first season.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Pirtle's checked in.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Pass to Dick. To the wing on the left. Wembanyama against Pirtle. Here's Shed. Nothing on the board. 4 on the clock. For 3, Ingram. Rebounded by Castle.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
Wembanyama outside. The kick out to Barnes. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Shed. Dick finds Pirtle. Back to Dick. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup. Dick's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Outside Harper. Wembanyama high post. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Ingram. He has 7. Out left to the wing. Here's Shed. Drills it from outside. Shed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
The 15-footer. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
I tip my hat to Victor. Came into this league with insane expectations, and he's embraced the pressure and met those expectations thus far.
Vassell, he's checked in for Barnes. Good on the second free throw.
We've already run out of ways to describe Wembanyama. Alien, freak, superstar, probably not anything from this world.
And now, Allie Laporte says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Scottie Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back to you, Kevin.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Dick with it. Castle covering. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Ingram. Shoots over Vassell. And it's Ingram missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Vassell with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. Here's Castle. From the corner. Mobo with the rebound. Ingram against Harper. Barnes outside. And here is Quickley. He's got 8. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Dick's got 5 points now this quarter.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Here's Wembanyama. 21 points in the game. And that one hits back iron. Raptors trail by 18. Now, here's Quickley. To the top of the key, Dick. Rebounded by the Spurs. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Vassell outside. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Castle. Lets it go from deep. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Quickley makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Harper. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Brooklyn. To the paint. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Raptors trail by 18. Now Ingram. He's got 7. The tray. Offensive rebound to the left side wing. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And the Spurs pushing it up now.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with this constant change of pace.
The Spurs have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 19 points a game last year, 7 rebounds and 6 assists. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
A pull-up. Wembanyama, no good. Raptors trailed by 19. It's Dick on the wing. Hands it from downtown. Dick's got 8 points.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Johnson outside. Wembanyama, right side. Back to Johnson. Picked him clean. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And there it is for him. 9 points in the game so far.
And how about when Ingram turns on the Jets, especially there in transition?
Johnson outside. Castle sets the screen for Johnson. Pass to Harper. Vassell against Ingram. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
A big night for Wembanyama is a career night for most players.
Here's Quickley. He's got 10. Here's Mobo. 50 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's Harper with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama, a screen on Barnes. Offensive rebound. And here's Harper from the arc. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Quickley with it. He's picked up by Harper. The shot's good from Quickley.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. One second left, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Toronto Raptors.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Arnie.
And next up, a look at the top performers for each team in that first half.
Brought their A-games. This is what it means to try to put a team on your shoulders, Ernie.
What do you mean? I've been carrying you on this show for years.
That's not entirely true. I'd say maybe the first 2 years.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Here's Ingram. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Immanuel Quickley out there with Dick. And it's Ingram in its small forward. Now here's Ingram. Pirtle. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Pirtle.
There's not a lot of flash in Pirtle's game, but he doesn't need it. He's reliable and sturdy in that middle.
Johnson outside. Back to Castle. Ingram against Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Wembanyama's got 27 points.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pass to Dick. And here is Quickley. For the three. He'll not drop through. That miss puts him at 6 for 10. Kicks it out to Johnson. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Pirtle. Out to Ingram. Plenty of space. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 11 points for Brandon Ingram. Here's Wembanyama. He's got 29 points. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Five on the clock. Fades back. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors trail by 14. Pass to Quickley. Vassell against Barnes. For three, Ingram hits it from three-point range. Ingram's got 14 points.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
It's Vassell on the wing. He's covered by Ingram. Vassell kicks to Johnson. That one good for 2. 6 points for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. And number 5, Jakob Poeltl.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Dick. And stolen by Vassell. For the finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Credit to Vassell for staying active.
Quickley with it. 12 points for him. Pass to Dick. Back to Quickley. Toronto working the ball around now. Now here's Barnes. Poeltl sets the pick for Barnes. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Now here's Johnson. He has 6. And here's Vassell from the arc. Toronto grabs the miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the dunk by Barnes.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Here's Castle. 11 points in the game. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Top of the key jumper, no good. And here is Ingram. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. The shot missing. Spurs leading by 13. Outside Harper. And he drops it in from the low post.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
Here's Quickley. 12 points for him. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Now Castle, following the three-point attempt by Scottie Barnes. Wembanyama passes to Vassell. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Ingram. Here's Quickley. Rebound San Antonio. Castle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Vassell outside. Back to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Quickley. Dives to the hoop.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
Raptors trail by 17. Quickley kicks to Barnes. Pass to Dick. For 3, Ingram. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And battling injuries off and on throughout the years, Ingram is a major difference maker when healthy.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. And he's good on the second. And he makes all three.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Now Castle. 13 points in the game. Sohan finds Vassell. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
There you see the strength of Barnes. He's really hit the weight room, improving that upper body strength.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Walter, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. That's good from Barnes.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Here's Castle. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
And so Quickley will bring it up for the Raptors, trailing by 13. Now here is Pirtle. Dick passes to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Rebound by Sohan. San Antonio leading by 13. Pass to Castle. And here is Vassell. Now Castle. Quickly covering. Quickly against Castle. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Castle's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Raptors trail by 15. Pirtle with the ball. Here's Dick. Covered by Vassell. Pass to Walter. Here's Pirtle. Cuts off the pass. One-on-one here. Now here's Harper. Defense right on him. Walter pulls it in.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Quickley. He's got 12. Lock at 6. Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. And the Raptors also making a change. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Spurs leading by 13. Outside Harper. Barnes kicks to Vassell. Pass to Harper. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Vassell misses.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Here's Walter, covered by Vassell. Quickley against Harper. There's the three. And it's Quickley missing. The Spurs have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. The kick out to Harper. Shoots the three. Walter pulls it in. Raptors trail by 13. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
So both teams changing it up here. And he sinks the second. San Antonio leading by 12. Pass to Cornette.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Vassell outside. They set the pick. From past the arc. They get it back. And Cornette gets it to go.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Thursday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
Take a break.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that one, the 7th on the season for them. The team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornette. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Vassell. And he makes both free throws. 1:32 left in the third quarter. San Antonio leading by 12. McLaughlin, the pass to Barnes. Wembanyama outside. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Raptors. .102 left to play in the third. And here is Ingram. He's got 17. Yes, that goes in.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Here's McLaughlin. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Mobo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Stolen away. And here we go. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. by himself.
Oh, wow.
Goodness.
Man.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Wembanyama outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Waters in at the 2 guard. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's McLaughlin. Sohan inside. The kick out to Barnes. Shoots over Ingram. Barnes can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 8. Here's Mobo. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Bounce pass from Sohan. Pass to Barnes. Inside. 7-foot shot. The shot is good off the backboard.
Solid work inside from Sohan. His offense continues to develop at an impressive rate.
Barnes against Ingram. Here's Shed. Ingram outside. Here's Shed. Fires from deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceding. Here's Sohan. Oh, Wembanyama! Too easy.
What impresses me about Wembanyama is his amazing coordination. How is this possible at 7'4"? Come on.
Ingram against Barnes. Now here's Ingram, guarded closer. Barnes outside. Pass to Waters. Now Wembanyama. He's covered by Ingram. Shoots it up. They double team Wembanyama. It's stolen. Wembanyama jackhammers it in.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pulls up on the wing, and that one's good. Ingram's got 12 points in just the second half. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Waters. Now, Sohan. 6 on the shot clock. Mobo with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Ingram. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ingram's got 23 points.
And we've seen this type of effortless dominance from Ingram before, growing accustomed to carrying the load.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeouts. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Raptors. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Raptors trail by 10. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Shoots over Poeltl. San Antonio again missing. For Toronto, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Ingram outside. Over Johnson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. A drive by Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Good things happen when HB drives that lane. He's either a bully to the basket or he gets to the line.
Raptors trail by 12. Here's Shed. Ingram outside. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs leading by 12. Now Harper. Wembanyama outside. Steps back. Here's Vassell. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And stolen by Vassell. Looking to get it going. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Strong finish by Vassell, showing off that bounce right there.
Raptors trail by 14. Quickley kicks to Ingram. Dick against Castle. Dick with it. Pass to Quickley. Just 5 on the clock. Girdle sets the pick for Quickley. And again, Toronto no up. The Spurs have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Harper wide open, bangs home the trifecta. And the Spurs lead by 17.
A solid three-point shooter. Harper's looking to upgrade that part of his game.
Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Barnes. He's guarded by Johnson. On the wing, Barnes. Hurdle with a screen on Johnson. And Toronto turns it over again. Here's Harper. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Castle. Pass to Vassell. No good from outside. Raptors trail by 17. Barnes right side. Over Johnson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
At the line for the Raptors.
One shot.
Scottie Barnes. Shooting 1.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Here's Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. And Pirtle sends it back.
Just fantastic defense by Pirtle. You see the length and the timing.
Barnes finds Quickley. Here's Pirtle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for the Raptors, Jakob Pirtle taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
He hits both from the stripe.
Obviously, Pirtle has been well coached in his career, but absorbing the wisdom, that's something you got to do yourself, and it's paying off for him right now.
Now, here's Harper. Pirtle with the steal. Here's Ingram. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Ingram's got 25 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Vassell against Ingram. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. The baseline J. It's good. And the Spurs lead by 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Pirtle, the pass to Dick. Now here's Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. And San Antonio has possession. Now Castle. Johnson outside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Spurs leading by 8. Castle with it. Over to the left wing. Wembanyama down low. Defended by Pirtle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. And the Raptors with possession. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Dick. Now Quickley. Oh, what a play inside.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
So it's the Spurs now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Wembanyama, a screen on Ingram. Pirtle there for the rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Spurs leading by 6. Now here's Vassell. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Oh,
Great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Vassell against Ingram. Rebounded by Vassell. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Wembanyama down low. Defended by Barrett. Outside Harper. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. Knocks down the three.
In the pick and roll game, Harper wants to attack, so you have to deny the ball defensively.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Ingram against Vassell. Here's Pirtle. Now Barnes. Clock at 6. Pirtle with a screen on Harper. Quickley. It's stolen by Johnson. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth. Ingram against Vassell. Outside, Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. Wembanyama driving. And yeah, it's good.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Spurs.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
San Antonio foul. Vassell. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Toronto. Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them to within 10. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.